The Vikings have a lore deeper than the warriors they are based on, but instead of history of adventure, gods, and glorious victory, the football version of these mighty men have a history of suffering and lost potential. You couldn't just quietly bow out of the playoff picture. You had to lose in style, allowing Alvin Kamara to dance on your grave. 6 rushing touchdowns. This ties the single-game record. Minnesota is a dark, dark place, filled with losing and drunk ice fishermen. Good day, you fallen soldiers. From one broken franchise to another, guess 2020 gave the Lions and Vikings a big ol' middle finger on its way out. Tom Brady was so dominant that he was taken out and replaced by a backup in the third quarter. Now that's as disrespectful as a stranger putting lead in your tap water. Boom! Lead poisoning jokes. We got 'em! Jeez, do the Cardinals even want the 7th seed? And can someone comfort the 49ers? Like, first there was injuries to many of their main stars, then there was that one week where the sky looked like you made God mad, and now they aren't even playing home games in their home stadium. Now they're playing it in Arizona, which they also played this game in Arizona. But was this a Niners home game or Arizona home game? I don't know. We're moving on. John Gruden, you old dumbass, you strike again. Here's the plan. First, you go up by a touchdown. Next, you miss the extra point. Then you allow the Dolphins to score another touchdown. You waste time on the clock only to merely score a field goal. With 30 seconds left, the Dolphins do a Hail Mary and make it to midfield. Not only that, but you grab Fitzpatrick by the face mask, giving Miami even more yards. They win the game with a field goal, and you miss the playoffs. Classic John Gruden, baby! The Ravens have something they haven't had in a while. Momentum. If this team makes it to January, they could be a problem in the AFC. The defense is elite, the passing game is great, and they have the best rushing game in all of football. Now, let's see how Greg Roman will mess it up this time. If the Chiefs faced any other team, they would lose. The offense looked flat against one of the worst secondaries in the league. The Falcons were handing them this win, yet the Chiefs barely scraped by. Pick it up, Kansas City. You don't want to lose steam this late in the game when you're going into the playoffs. Congratulations, Browns. You guys win a free win. Yes, that's right. A free win. Wait. What do you mean they don't have any wide receivers? What do you mean Baker Mayfield is fumbling the ball like his hands are having an allergic reaction to the ball? Wait, they lost? That is actually amazing. Oh my god. Jets. Jets beat the goddamn Browns. This is the most Browns loss you could possibly imagine. And considering the Jets have locked themselves out winning Trevor Lawrence, this is the most Jets win you could ever have. The Bears, showing off on terrible teams since 1920. These past few weeks, the Bears have been trying to convince me they're legit, but I won't fall for their schemes. The pretend play quarterback Mitchell Trubisky started off the season red hot, and they will end the season with momentum. But while they're still on the outside of the playoffs, I'll say, the Bears. Hey, it's two terrible teams shooting out in a good old-fashioned high-scoring game. Aw, look at them, pretending that they're any good. It's cute. And sad. Hey, the Steelers remembered how to play football. It's a Christmas miracle. The Colts were up nearly the whole game, but fell at the last hurdle, which really represents their playoff chances. They do not control their own destiny and need a Titans or Dolphins loss to make it into January, maybe with even the 4th seed, because they can still beat the Titans in the AFC South. God dang it, Washington, we all believed in you, but you're too busy losing to the freaking Panthers while the Cowboys are gunning for your spot. I swear to God, if you deny us the opportunity to see a no-name team in the playoffs, I swear to God, I will burn down your wannabe state to the ground. Do I really have to talk about this game? I mean, it's the Chargers and Broncos. You know what? No, I'm not. So let's move on. Oh, how this rivalry has fallen. These two franchises used to be the gold standard in blood feuds. Now they battle in the worst division in football. The Eagles would love to play spoiler for the Cowboys, who are still holding on to the playoff hopes with a 7-9 division leader in our sights. By the way, dear the NFC East, just win a game. You guys don't know how bad you have it. It's so easy. Just win one game. Any of you. The Giants can still make it. They're 5-10. As an AFC North team fan, you guys feel like a spit in my face. Case in point, the NFC West. The Rams have lost 2 games and are looking at a must-win game next week against Arizona. I swear to God, after this much improvement, if they still go 9-7 and miss the playoffs, I will break all of Jared Goff's other fingers so that he can never throw another interception ever again. The Packers have stopped all the doubters in their tracks. That defense held Derrick Henry to one of his worst games in a while, and he still has solid. It was still an okay game, just it's Derrick Henry. Aaron Rodgers is no doubt your MVP, and he continued to show why. I'm a bit worried for the Titans, however. They've lost pretty convincingly to teams like the Steelers, Browns, and now Packers. This team may be better than 9-7, but a quick stint in the playoffs may be their destiny if they continue to play like this. The evil empire may have been over for a while now, but this was some nice redemption for the Bills. After years of living in Belichick's shadow, the Mafia has finally returned to the top of the AFC, something that hasn't happened in many years, 15 to be exact. Maybe the Bills dynasty will continue in the 90s, and maybe this time they can finally actually win a Super Bowl. This truly may be the return of the Kings. Alright, welcome to the Week 16 Power Rankings. Number 32, 31, 30 are the Jaguars, Bengals, Jets. Jets have barely nudged out the Bengals, which is funny. Lions are next because they're the Lions. Broncos are next because they are basically a dying ship. Falcons are next. I had hope for them, especially because their offense, but they've fallen. Texans stay where they are. Eagles pretty much stay where they are. So are the Panthers. Chargers and Giants are pretty much the same they've been. 49ers drop. Patriots, I believe, drop. Cowboys are the big upset of the year so far. Really coming up. They're trying for another. They can make the playoffs, which is insane. So can the Giants, actually. The Vikings are number 18, so are the Raiders. These two can't make the playoffs, but unlike the Cowboys, they don't suck. Number 16 is Washington. They're still a solid team, although it's getting really close. I think they might not take the division. The Bears move up a lot. I mean, when you beat an opponent by like over 30 points, that's gonna happen. Next up is the Cardinals. I really doubt whether or not they want the 7th seed. It's like the NFL keeps on handing it to them, and they just smack it out of their hands every time. Colts and Dolphins and Rams, I believe, stay at the same place. Rams have probably dropped 2 bad wins, or 2 bad losses for the Rams. Titans are at number 10 now. They've fallen quite a bit after the loss to the Packers. Not really looking like a playoff team now, are they? Steelers are at number 9. They are finally back on track. Took them long enough after 3 straight bad losses. The Browns are at number 8. They may have one of the best offenses in the league, also one of the best defenses in the league. They're one of the most complete teams, along with number 7, the Bucks, and number 6, the Ravens. All 3 of these teams I'd give them an 8 out of 10 at pretty much every position. Number 5 is the Saints. If Alvin Kamara didn't put up 6 touchdowns, they'd probably be at number 8. Number 4 is the Seahawks. They've clinched the NFC West for the first time since 2014. And you know what? Good for them. 2 Packers. Number 1, Chiefs. I feel like they've dropped down. Yes, they've dropped down 1 more slot behind the Packers. And Packers and Bills take number 2 and number 1 slot. That's what happens when you only beat the Falcons by 3 points. Chiefs are dropping. they have not been looking like themselves lately, and the Packers have been dominating, and the Bills have been dominating. If I were to give my playoff projections, I think in the AFC, number 1 seed will be Chiefs, obviously. Number 2 will be Bills. Number 3 will be Steelers. Number 4, I think the Titans are still going to hang on. Meanwhile, in the wild card of the AFC, I think number 1 seed will probably be Dolphins, then Ravens, then Browns. And then NFC leaders, number 1 seed probably going to the Packers. Number 2 and number 3 are a real toss-up. I think I'm going to give number 2 seed to Seahawks just because they have a lot of momentum. And then NFC wild cards, I'm going to give the 5th seed to the Bucks, 6th seed to the Rams, and the 7th seed to the Bears. There's not a scenario where the Rams and Cardinals can make the playoffs. That's rough. But this has been the Week 16 Power Rankings. Hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye.